What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Terence Crawford sends a message to PBC, and also he talks about Shawn Porter as well, too. He said Shawn is the next best opponent after not getting a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Now, I don't know if it's Errol Spence is injured or it's the situation where he's he really believed what he said. And he said he's moving on from Errol Spence, and now Bob tried to make that fight. It didn't really jump off the way they wanted to jump off. Obviously I'm gonna tell you exactly behind the scenes of things that went on. But check out the welterweight playlist, Boxing News playlist, thumbs up, share the video. And one of the things that went on is that what we know publicly, they said, they said that they told him that once Errol get all the belts, then they can make the fight. And so Errol hasn't got all the belts. He had like a little pissed off with the car accident. It didn't matter because the pandemic came. He was supposed to come back like March or April. The pandemic came. And then, obviously the eye injury. So, I mean, he still would have had to fight Ugas to get the final belt before fighting Spence. And, most people believe that he would have won it 70-30, 80-20, so 60 after he got all three of the belts. So the fight never was going to happen. So I think Terence realized that it's not going to happen. And, but he did send a message to PBC. He said, Crawford on Porter fight, I'm excited to get one of those guys from the PBC to silence my doubters, right? He said Crawford didn't expect Jake Donovan, got the video, expect go this long between fights. It doesn't make it any less ready for the next one. The undefeated 3-division champ is set for the biggest fight of his current WBO welterweight title reign, which comes against two-time titleist Shawn Porter, 31-3-1. 17 knockouts. The bout takes place November 20th atop of ESPN Plus pay-per-view from Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, which is at the Mandalay Bay. Terms were okay, we don't need to know this. Okay, they just be pulling fillers in there, man. He said, quote, I don't know what took so long Crawford on the fight. Crawford confessed during a recent segment of State of Boxing on ESPN Plus. Originally, we were looking to secure the Pacquiao fight. We couldn't get that fight done, so we had to go on to the next best thing, and that was Shawn Porter. We're here. Okay, so he said Shawn Porter's the next best thing. Okay. He said, I'm expecting Shawn to be 1,000% ready. Quote, he's talented in areas he's talented in the areas he's talented in. Again, every fight I fought since moving up was supposed to be my biggest of my career. Now, he did go on to say, okay, this is what he said too. I'm just excited to be excited that I get to get one of those guys from PBC to silence my doubter. So, so part of this is, shutting up the PBC fanboys. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Something got to motivate you when you take punches or take contact for a living. Just not the money. If the money is the main motivator, once you get enough money to retire or, you reach your quota, as much money as you want to get, you ain't going to want to fight no more. I got the money, especially if you learn how to make money work for you. All right? So that pretty much, I think he said something else too, but at the end of the day, man, of course, man, people, of course, they hear the footsteps. Like Ryan Niles, their footsteps in the dark, Of course, you hear what everybody got. Like I told y'all, the only place, I don't believe people watch my videos. I'm just being, that's how I approach it. I don't really have too many relationships. Kevin Cunningham, Bill. I just like talking to the coaches, honestly, man. I love to talk to some of the fighters, but it ain't really my main thing. I'd rather just talk to the coaches. I swear that's it, man. The coaches, man, they mature. They don't be on no bullshit. I'm a straight shooter. Most of the coaches are straight shooters, especially the older ones. I really just enjoy talking to the coaches because you don't want to, I like the fighters to be focused. You know what I'm saying? But the only place you can, they can see each other on, unless it, miraculously pop up on ESPN or First Take or FS1 or Disputed. Most days on a regular basis here, So, he said he wanted to silence his daughters. He wanted to do this, that, and the third. Well, whatever motivates you at this point in your career. He made a lot of money. He came from the bottom, not known out the amateurs. He came out of nowhere he came out of nowhere to the fans. to the amateur people like Danny Garcia and guys in his class he came up with, they know who Terence Crawford is. You know, Danny Garcia was treated the same way. The only difference with Danny Garcia is, the only difference is that he ended up having Al on his side. That's the only thing. You know, that's the only thing that probably truly shocked him. You know, so, I mean, whatever motivates you at this point, whatever motivates you to get up and go to work. Some you might want to save up for a new house, you want to save up for a new PlayStation, or you want to save up for whatever. It depends on what you want to save up for. That motivates people. You know, people that invest in stocks and bonds, you know, getting that big one in, you know, financial security and being able to retire and not go to work, that's what motivates them. So whatever motivates, especially when you take contact for a living. When you take contact for a living, you know what I'm saying, that's huge, bro. It's motivation. You know, who knows? What if Crawford got all those fights that he wanted? I mean, the only thing to motivate him was to be a 4-division champion. And who knows? Maybe that's not on his plate. Maybe he don't want to be a 4-division world champion. Cool. So we be out of those fights, would be no motivation. You know, it won't be no built up motivation. It won't be no built up animosity. He wouldn't be the fiery person that he was if it wasn't for his path. If it wasn't for his upbringing, where he come from, he wouldn't be the person he is. He had a silver spoon in his mouth. Or he signed with Al Heyman out the gates, and you know, even with Al Heyman, they don't even make the fights. They don't make the fights on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, maybe if he had an easier path, he wouldn't have the animosity. He wouldn't be as mean as he was. So everything that your path really, your upbringing really structures your future. Now, you know, Shawn Porter, he gotta feel this. He gotta feel this rage. Now Shawn Porter gotta hear the lion roar. I mean, Shawn Porter might be a lion tamer. You know, maybe he could tame Terence Crawford. You know, or maybe that lion too ferocious. You know, maybe he come close. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, lion overcomes the tamer. Who knows? This is boxing, Max. This is boxing. Triple G said. You know what, Max? I put anybody put on three board. But you know, it depends. So I mean, it's boxing. But I mean, I think he's moving on from Errol Spence. I think this, you know, they did some things behind the scenes. And I don't think the split is what he was looking for. So when they start talking crazy and told him you had the way, you know what time somebody bring 3 belts to tell you got one, it's automatically at least a 70-30 split. You know, and he won 50-50. And they saying, well, welterweight you ain't did this. He like, well, overall I did everything Errol Spence ain't did. 2 lineal belts. He had a chance to get a lineal belt. He had eye injury. I got 2 lineal belts. I got 3 belts. I had 4 belts before. I moved up and fought. I moved up again and fought. You know, when we talking about accomplishments, it don't matter about welterweight. This era just started saying what you did at welterweight, what you didn't do at welterweight. What about overall? But you know why I don't say overall? Because Spence, Porter, Keith Thurman, they don't have resumes. They don't have resumes at other places. That's what they try to say. Whatever they try to do to discourage Crawford, welterweight he didn't do nothing. Who cares? At 140 he cleaned it out. At 135 he did a great job. A good enough job to have 2 lineal belts. So they use that because Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, Shawn Porter resumes are limited. They all bigger guys coming down in weight and struggling with each other and struggling with other fucking fighters. So come on, man. Of course, a dude like Earl Spence who should be at 160, you know, probably, or 154, that's not really a real weight class. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course he's supposed to beat up a guy like Lamont Peterson, Chris Algieri, and Leonard Bundu, and Keith Thurman, somebody that competed at 152 in the amateurs, should be at 140 pounds. But, you know, if they fought at other weight classes, they probably wouldn't even be world champions. They fought at their natural weight class, but then again, we could say a lot of boxers don't fight at their natural weight class. You know, so that really ain't nothing to be said. But like I said before, this is, you know, everything that Crawford went through. I think everything in boxing in the welterweight division that taken him so long, I think it's a benefit to him. You know, other than time. You know, every step you take in training, running, every punch you throw on the pads, every pull up and push up you do that make you closer to your expiration date. He is 33 years old, but all the way, it's just pent up energy that he should have released on Shawn, but in a smart, strategic way. So yeah, I mean, he'll be 34 at the end of this year. You know, so he getting older. You know, but by the time him and Shawn fight, he be 34. You know, but he's a 34 that's able to move up and be more comfortable than everybody else in the division for the most part. Shawn Porter, he'll be 34 in October. So by the time they fight, they both be 34. They both be 34. So I mean, it is what it is, man. But I don't blame him. You know, Shawn Porter's a great action-packed fight. But we all know the toughest fight at the division most people want to see, you know, Errol Spence. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, but hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the financial support, man. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group. If you want to advertise on the channel, if you request, chop it up. All my social media link subscription. Check out the welterweight boxing news playlist. Appreciate the love support. Peace. Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Star as well too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments you get priority reply. No, instantly that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.